They are testing today everything up here. And it's amazing how much light and technology they have put up in the roof, so the shows can be extraordinary. A little sad I can't show you one, because it's no workout here on Sundays. They're making this building freshen up. They are painting it now today. I was there 2 days ago and they hadn't even started yet. Like I've been telling so many times, when the Koreans decide to do something, they do it at once and they don't plan it years ahead. See? They are not working slow here. Very quick. So the whole first floor has been painted. Oh, listen to the birds. It's a great park to sit and relax. So let's take another look. Why not? Here you see some famous person. Taeyeon Kim. He is a grandmaster and a global ambassador for Kukkiwon. What do you think all these things are? The people that can't read Hangul. It's names of all the 9 forms. Isn't it great? At last I see something else than the modern sports taekwondo around Kukkiwon. I actually see something from the Korea dynasty here. A very famous figure. They think probably that it's something called subak back then, and it was made for entertaining for the rich people. They don't know very much about it, but they have found proof of martial arts in Korea much longer back in history than they have ever believed before. And as we know now, of course it's built on Taekyeong, Supak and everything else that is typical from this country. I'm walking alone, doing my own parade. Bye-bye. That's the team. The demonstration team is going away. I was a bit too late. Why are you so angry at me, little bird? Isn't it marvelous? It's like I really hope these flags will stay here all years, and not only now, because they are celebrating 50 years. And the sports park isn't big, but I can tell you that it's worked very well. A lot of people can stay here. And as you can see, they put up for the public to use. Also a good idea for the Norwegian people to do a bit more. And you can put small parks like this under plastic pavilions, for example, or glass pavilions. Then you can work out in the parks all year around. Oh well, we don't think about that. See what I mean when I tell about They are not only taekwondo players, but they are also acrobats or gymnastics. They have to be. Hello, little bird. Oh, you are beautiful. He's got some food over there. Try to pick it. Can you see him? This pavilion is old, older than Kukkiwon building. And as I have told before in other films, they are very good in Korea to don't touch the whole old history that they've got left. Because the Japanese destroyed thousands and thousands of historical monuments, buildings, etc., etc. Well, so they take really good care of what's left. And if it stands in their way for developing, they move it another place, even if it costs a hell of a lot of money. I think it's great, because if you don't take care of the culture and the past, how can you even understand how it is now or in the future? So, the old is mixed with the new. Have always been, and it should always be like that. Don't destroy everything just because it's 60, 90 years. A little typical politic in my country. It's not very long since this person passed away. Actually, that year, the summer, I met him. He was at Chosen University. Very humble man. I also not met him, this President On Yong Kim, but I actually saw him in 1987 when I was in Korea my very first time. And that stone over there, yeah, it was placed another side. I think it was outside the building, not in the back. And here are some news. I mean new, because in 1987 Taekwondo was not any Olympic part of the program, but in 88 the demonstration team blew the world away. So after that it became quite famous, and the doyoungs popped up all over the world. So during the 80s and 90s it was a great period for Taekwondo. It wasn't difficult to get students if you had a dojang, for example. My dojang in Norway was really big, and that was actually special because it was on a very little city. Actually, it was the biggest dojang in Norway for several years. This I like, because they have put up so gratefully 9 kwans. Some small, some big. Some had more to say when they decided how Taekwondo should be 60 years ago, and some had less to say. But you know what they were managing to do? And that I'm really proud of. Even if they were from 9 different schools, they were able to meet around a table and agree about how the world's Taekwondo was supposed to be. I wonder if it's possible today to put 9 buses around a table and all of them are agree. Do you think that? I don't believe that that is possible anymore. Sorry to say, the future is not the way it was back in the past. It's a fight on the roof on Kukkiwon. Okay. And here is the outsider. Let's see the birds. What's your next move? Uh-huh. Are you talking back? Talking to birds. Well, that's an international language, so it's not so difficult. I talked to Lee Dong-sup yesterday. He was running around here taking pictures for me. Wow, and I didn't even know that he was the president of Kukkiwon at that time. It was funny. And he said, very humble, well, I meet you at this Jidu crowd, you believe them? Of course I'm coming there, even if I'm not from Jidu. Yeah, of course he's coming there. Actually, one thing that I missed a little bit up there at the museum when I was there a few days ago, and that is the fact that it was a Norwegian girl that took silver in Sydney in the year 2000. Even from my city, I have practiced with her several times, and I didn't see anything of her in that museum. The only thing they had was a winter picture of the Winter Olympics that we had. It had nothing to do with her winning silver in the Olympics, the very first Olympics. So that's why I want to point that out now. Because as we can see on the plate over here, it was the first time the world could see Taekwondo on TV. That was when they've had a demonstration in 1988. But as it says under there, it became an official sport in 2000. And it must be wonderful to know that you have been participating in that one. And Trude Gundersen is actually a Norwegian girl, and she took silver here. But the spring haven't arrived yet, so it isn't much color here. This sports park is for the public. And it's not only for the Kukkiwon players. The lady over here has been standing a very long time to work out with that rope thing. That's what we call it in Norway. Impressive. The Koreans are really good to be taking care of their own bodies, health care and stuff like that. I think it's much of that in their tradition.